So I looked at... I've actually done a couple of follow-ups for this story. Normally I don't do follow-ups often for like local news stories. But this one I feel like, really deserved it. And I'm reading this from the BBC. Everyone hold your horses for a moment. But I'm reading this from the BBC.com. I know, but check it out. It's not what you think. And this is the teacher that was shot in the chest after an altercation. I love how that's in quotes. Like, even the Brits know what the fuck, altercation. But this story has gotten much worse. This has gotten much worse. This story... Now, recently, the family of the child said that the weapon, the gun, the 9mm bullet-sized barreled handgun, if you will, was secured. The gun that was used to nearly kill a teacher, good news, everybody, they secured it. That's what the family is saying. Now, again, no charges have been filed. My opinion, the parents belong in jail. If it's a single mother, single father, they belong in jail. If they live with auntie or uncle or grandpappy, they belong in jail. And you know who else belongs in jail? The school administrators that knew about this before it happened and did nothing. But Virginia is a state full of pussy-ass bitches that are afraid of enforcing actual laws. A state that barely even has laws. I mean, a Republican is now in charge of that fucking shithole. Let's keep going. And by keep going, I mean start. On the day a 6-year-old pupil shot and wounded his teacher in the U.S. state of Virginia, school leaders were warned 3 times that the boy might have a gun. A lawyer for the teacher said. This included a request to search the boy and a report from another child who said the boy had showed him the gun. So this kid takes their parents' secured gun. That's what the parents said. The parents told their lawyers to tell the press that the gun was secured. Now again, what the fuck does that mean? The gun was obviously not secured. I just have to get this out. I know I'm using sarcasm a lot, but just gotta say this just for the record. The gun was not secured. If the kid, a 6-year-old, was able to get it, it was not secured by definition. By the sheer fact that we know the 6-year-old had the gun, we know that it wasn't secured. So them saying it's a secured gun makes me think they're even more fucked up than they... it's one thing if you say, it's an accident, whatever. That's one but you're gonna lie about it. That makes me think that you're just a freak. You're a social reject. You belong in jail, straitjacket or something. Anyway, so this 6-year-old is going to school and is showing the gun to other kids. And the other kid, another kid was like, "Whoa, what the fuck, man? That's dangerous. Do you know what that is?" A kid with parents that have an IQ above 6, presumably, right? Saw the other kid with the gun and was like, "Whoa, I'm going to tell the teacher, man." And the teacher was like, we don't care. Obviously, I'm not referring to Abigail Swerner. I don't know who they told about it. It just says an administrator, right? But in the fallout, the school's superintendent has now lost his job. Board members of Rich Neck Elementary School voted 5-1 to sack George Parker. The removal of Mr. Parker happened only hours after Miss Werner's lawyer, Diane Toscano, announced plans to sue the district, saying the shooting was entirely preventable. Sue the parents, too. But that's harder. Police have not announced any charges because police don't give a fuck. The 6th January shooting, which authorities have described as intentional, rocked the Virginia city of Newport News and raised questions about what legal consequences may follow and for whom. On that day, over the course of a few hours, 3 times, pausing to make sure we had 3 times. Not once, not twice. I mean, once is already game, set, match. And you don't do anything the one time. You're already a cocksucker, right? But 3 fucking times! Okay. But the gun was secured, everybody. Okay. School administration was warned by concerned teachers and employees that the boy had a gun on him at school and was threatening people. So the kid goes to school. Okay, so the kid wakes up, gets the secured gun that was totally secured, brings it to school, shows it to other kids. Other kids tell the teachers. The teachers tell the administrators. Nothing happens. Like, am I on drugs? Like, why is no one being charged here? What? That's being an accomplice. Someone says, hey, I got a gun, and you're in a position to stop them, and you don't, you're an accomplice. But again, this all really does boil down to the parents. The parents should be in jail, no question. The parents should be in jail, no fucking question. They should have their child taken away. They should have their tubes tied, whatever. They're freaks of nature, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. But the administration could not be bothered. According to Miss Toscano, the lawyer, around 12:30, a teacher reported she had searched the young boy's backpack, believing he may have had a gun. She did not find one, but told an official the boy may have put the gun in his pocket before going out for a break. Yeah, I'm just going to put the gun in my pocket. You can search the bag, but not the pocket. Also, guns, I mean, they're not that big, but compared to a 6-year-old, how the fuck is a gun going to fit in the pocket and not be visible, right? Like, the handle's got to be, like, hanging out or something, right? Like, how big are these pockets? Like, is this some goddamn, like, Dungeons and Dragons shit? Like, you just put it in the pocket and it's like a small, like, universe in there? What the fuck? Around 1300, also known as 1 o'clock, another teacher reported the boy had shown a child the gun and threatened to shoot him if he told. So now we know that the kid is just fucking a psycho. So good job with the parents, by the way. The kid's a fucking psycho. You're a shitty parent. You're a shitty parent. Good job. You gave your psychotic fucking Damien-ass demon child a gun, a secured gun, quote unquote. A gun. They went to school, threatened to kill kids, ended up shooting a teacher. This is why I have become an anti-natalist in recent years. I mean, people need to stop fucking. I mean, fuck all you want. Fuck until the cows come home, but don't have kids. We have technology. We have medicine. You can have all the good parts of the fuck without the bad parts. Come on. A different employee asked to search the boy and his backpack, but was told to wait because the school day was almost over. At around 14, aka 2 o'clock, the boy pointed the gun at Miss Werner and fired in the middle of a lesson. The superintendent's salary was over $250,000, £200,000 per year. According to local news outlets, he will continue to receive full salary and benefits until June 24 because he was fired without cause. Yo, the U.S. legal system, man. I mean, we just have all these fucked up things. You're in charge when your administration didn't stop a school shooting. Fired without cause. There's no reason here. I have been fired for no reason. Don't make me get my attorney. There was no reason whatsoever. Nothing happened at all that would lead to me being fired. I mean, I understand it. It's like the legal culpability thing. I get it, right? And if they did want to actually force him to not take the salary, what they would have to do is go to court and prove that he was fired for cause, which is probably going to cost more than that salary anyway. and just, everyone involved doesn't want to deal with it. I get it, right? But, like, it's still fucking crazy. Ms. Takano's claims were bolstered by text messages exchanged between the school's teachers and obtained by the Washington Post. According to the messages, Ms. Werner had raised concerns about the 6-year-old and asked for help. Last week, the family of the young boy said he suffered from an acute disability and rarely attended school without one of his parents being present. The day of the shooting, he had attended school alone. The family also praised Ms. Werner, saying she had worked diligently and compassionately to support our family as we sought the best education and learning environment for our son. Yeah. I don't know, man. Maybe you fucking should have secured the gun. I don't know. Hey, just an idea. You got a kid with an acute disability, whatever that means, by the way, undefined, which I'm not saying you should tell everyone what this kid's personal mental issues are, but what I am saying is you shouldn't have a gun in the fucking first place. Your kid has issues? That's fine. I mean, like, do what you can. But don't bring guns around. And don't leave them laying on the kitchen table. I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. But it was secured. Look at this. Police said the gun used by the boy had been legally purchased. The boy's family said the weapon had been secured. Like, what does that mean? Like, is this motherfucker like like, what does that mean? This gun was secured. Like, I'm serious, man. It was obviously not secured. Unless, like, again, let's just logic this out. Okay, so how was it secured? Was it in a safe? Right, flowchart. Imagine a flowchart in your head. If it was in a safe, does the kid know the combination? If so, not secured. Does the kid know the combination? No. Can they guess the combination? I.e., is it their birthday? Is it something easy to guess? Is it written down somewhere? If so, not secured. How can we define what the word secured means? Like, I'm serious, man. If you can't hide your gun from a 6-year-old, put it on top of the fucking fridge or something. Like, I'm serious. How the fuck does a 6-year-old get the gun if it's secured? What does the word secured even mean? The only option is that they're lying about it. And if they're lying about it, what else are they lying about? That's my question. If they're going to lie about something that basic, what else are they lying about? Virginia law prohibits anyone from recklessly leaving a loaded, unsecured firearm in such a way that may endanger a child under the age of 14. And yet, almost a month later, 3 weeks later, no one's been charged. Why? Well, the bitch said it was secured, so hey, we don't really know. Are you going to investigate? Nah. This is America, folks. We live in a cool country. It's just, it's a sick-ass country. But I mean sick in, like, the skateboard way. Like, bro, that was a sick grind, Like, that's this country, man. It's awesome.